The saga of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's departure from the UK and their subsequent relocation to the United States has been a topic of intense public fascination and scrutiny. As the dust settles on their highly publicized exit from royal life, a lingering question remains: who will be the first to return to British soil, and what might precipitate such a homecoming? On the surface, the circumstances surrounding Harry and Meghan's respective ties to the UK appear to be starkly different. Harry, born and raised in the royal family, has deep-rooted connections to his homeland that span generations. Meghan, on the other hand, is a relative newcomer to the British scene, having been born and raised in the United States before marrying into the monarchy. However, a closer examination reveals a more nuanced picture, with both Harry and Meghan facing unique challenges and considerations that could ultimately shape their decision on who returns to the UK first. For Prince Harry, the pull of his homeland and the weight of his royal duties may prove to be a powerful draw. Despite his well-documented struggles with the intense media scrutiny and public pressure that accompanied his life as a senior royal, Harry has never wavered in his commitment to the causes and organizations he holds dear. His work with the Invictus Games, a sporting event for wounded, injured, and sick servicemen and women, has been a particular source of pride and passion for the prince. The games, which have been held in various locations around the world, have provided Harry with a platform to honor and support those who have served their countries, a cause that resonates deeply with his own military background. Additionally, Harry's role as a patron of several UK-based charities and organizations, such as World Child and the Royal Foundation, may necessitate his periodic presence on British soil. These commitments, coupled with his desire to maintain a connection with his family and his homeland, could potentially prompt a return to the UK sooner rather than later. Moreover, Harry's recent solo visit to the UK, during which he met with his father, King Charles, and other members of the royal family, has been seen by some as a positive step towards mending fences. This visit, coupled with the couple's stated desire to find a permanent home in the UK, could signal a willingness to rebuild their relationships with the monarchy and potentially pave the way for a more substantial return in the future. While Meghan's ties to the UK may not run as deep as Harry's, her own set of circumstances and priorities could potentially lead her to be the first to make a return trip across the pond. Since their departure from the UK, Meghan has been vocal about her desire to continue her work as an advocate for various causes, particularly those related to women's empowerment, mental health, and social justice. Her involvement with organizations like SmartWorks, which helps unemployed women regain their confidence and find employment, has been a cornerstone of her advocacy efforts. Moreover, Meghan's status as a biracial woman and her experiences navigating the complexities of race and identity have positioned her as a powerful voice in the ongoing conversations surrounding diversity, inclusion, and representation. Her ability to connect with people from diverse backgrounds and her commitment to using her platform to amplify marginalized voices could potentially necessitate her presence at events or initiatives in the UK. It is worth noting that Meghan's return to the UK would likely be contingent on certain conditions being met, particularly those related to security arrangements and accommodations. The couple has been embroiled in an ongoing legal battle with the UK government over their security arrangements, with Harry recently winning the right to challenge the decision to deny them taxpayer-funded security during visits to the UK. Beyond their individual commitments and causes, the prospect of reconciliation and rebuilding bridges with the royal family could also play a role in determining who returns to the UK first. The relationship between Harry, Meghan, and the rest of the royal family has been strained in recent years, with reports of rifts and tensions emerging in the wake of their departure from royal life. However, recent events, such as the passing of Queen Elizabeth II and the accession of King Charles III, have provided opportunities for potential healing and rapprochement. Harry's recent solo visit to the UK, during which he met with his father, King Charles, and other members of the royal family, has been seen by some as a positive step towards mending fences. This visit, coupled with the couple's stated desire to find a permanent home in the UK, could signal a willingness to rebuild their relationships with the monarchy and potentially pave the way for a more substantial return in the future. As the monarchy evolves to meet the demands of a changing world, Harry and Meghan's advocacy efforts may find more common ground with the priorities of the royal family. Of course, any decision by Harry or Meghan to return to the UK, even temporarily, would inevitably be met with intense media scrutiny and public attention. The couple's high-profile departure from royal life, coupled with their subsequent interviews and revelations about their experiences within the monarchy, has only served to heighten the public's fascination with their every move. As such, the potential impact of public perception and media scrutiny on their respective causes and initiatives cannot be overlooked. While a return to the UK could provide them with a platform to amplify their messages and garner attention for their advocacy efforts, it could also potentially overshadow or detract from the substance of their work. Meghan, in particular, has been vocal about the toll that intense media scrutiny and public pressure can take on one's mental health and well-being. Her decision to return to the UK, even temporarily, may hinge on her ability to navigate the media landscape in a way that allows her to maintain control over her narrative and protect her privacy and that of her family. For Harry, his experiences with the intense media scrutiny that accompanies royal life could also make him hesitant to put himself and his family in the spotlight once again. Ultimately, the decision of who returns to the UK first will likely be a delicate balancing act for both Harry and Meghan, weighing the potential benefits of increased visibility and influence against the need for privacy and control over their public image. As they navigate this uncharted territory, one thing remains clear: their impact on the world stage is far from over. Whether they choose to return to the UK together or separately, their voices and their actions will continue to reverberate, inspiring change and sparking conversations that have the power to transform lives. Regardless of who returns first, it is clear that both Harry and Meghan will need to navigate the complexities of their public personas and their respective commitments with care and consideration. Their ability to strike a balance between visibility and privacy, influence and control, will ultimately shape the trajectory of their future endeavors and their relationship with the UK. As the couple continues to build their lives in the United States, the question of their long-term relationship with the UK remains an open one. Will they maintain a strong connection to their former home, or will they forge a new path that is entirely separate from the monarchy? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: the world will be watching, eager to witness the next chapter in the ongoing saga of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's journey. The decision of who will return to the UK first may not have a clear-cut answer, but it is a decision that will be shaped by a multitude of factors, from personal priorities and commitments to public perception and media scrutiny. What is certain, however, is that both Harry and Meghan will need to approach this decision with care and consideration, mindful of the potential consequences and opportunities that lie ahead.